I turn left and go underneath the next archway. The gypsy caravans. Now if you want to get off the main road, you walk along the inside path there, back of these cars. Right, the sun's out most of the time now, so it's going to get hotter and hotter and hotter. So that's the path that you can go down on the inside of the main road and just walk along here until you get to the next turn where you can turn right and go underneath the railway arch. So this road is still heading towards what you call Todmorden. That's T-O-D-M-O-R-D-E-N, Todmorden. So I'll be turning right here and going underneath the archway of the railway, and then that's what you call, it's Jumble Hole Road. So I'll be going right at the top of that, past Old Staups Mill. That's, I think it's S-T-A-U, I don't know if it's P or B-S, I can't remember. Right, let's drop off the main road here, get under these trees for a bit of shade from the heat. Oh. So I suppose if you didn't want to do the whole walk along the canal, you could drive back down the right way I've parked the car. You could drive right down the bottom, get onto the A646 here and come right along, then go at the traffic lights and go park up where that I've just showed you those rapids coming down over the bridge. Oh, we've got a hand car wash service there. Right, so just past this fence now, I'll be turning right. Because obviously if you go that way at the post box, you walk along here and there's like houses and then there's like wooden garages at the back here. Right, so there's the houses and here's the wooden garages just here. They're just like sheds, but they're garages. Or people's keeping their cars in them. Right, so here's the sign there on the corner, Jumble Hole Road. This is where you turn right and start going up towards Staups Mill. So mine's just slightly different. The taxi driver tells you to go right, it goes underneath the archway and come this way to meet this corner where I'm going now. But instead of going that way and double back on yourself, I just turn left and go underneath this railway archway instead, and I'm straight onto Jumble Hole Road. That's what it's called, Underbank Avenue. And here's another place that you could possibly park as well, if you didn't want to do the whole walk along the canal. Right, so if you went right to where that post box was and went underneath and came this way, it would bring you out here. Sorry, no, other side of the archway there, brings you along there. That's going into private houses there. There's a train going over the lines. Morning. Morning.
Morning.
Oh, bikes galore. I can hear water because there's a stream starts coming all the way down from Stobbs Mill. It comes all the way down here. Right. So as you can see, it's coming down under a series of little bridges. There's one higher up where the mill is. That's where, when I brought corn in 2018, he went down through the ivy and he didn't realise the sheer drop. He went straight down into the river and he was looking for a way to come back up, and I was panicking like hell. But eventually he found a way and come back over the bridge. Little shit. Right, so this is where you come along. If you came along, if you went right to the telephone box in the fence, turn left and come along here, this is where you come out to. And as you can see there, it's telling you Jack's Bridge, 1.5 miles uphill. So you come along past the houses and the wooden garages, and it brings you out here. And then there was a big caravan behind the fence here, and the fence post pointing up this way was snapped off, and it was somebody just put it on the ground when taxi driver did his video. Right, so you just go up and up and up and up past the old mill, and as you can see, if you look, the houses they're in different levels up the hill, so you've got roads going along there. So when I'm walking along the top going back towards Blackshaw and Blackwall Crags, you see houses down below through the trees, and that's what they are. Just different sections of houses lower down the valley. It's got a nice garden, nice house as well. Nice place to sit in the sun there. There's strictly no parking, but you hear the water running down here, the stream to my left. Can't see it yet. Right, so up here you've got a Z road that takes you up to the equestrian centre for the horses. That's probably why people, you know, no parking up here. But there's actually people living in the old mill around the corner here, so they need to have access to get up to the house at the old mill. And these ones here, these need access by vehicle. The van parked outside here now. Orchard Cottage. A caravan Andy on his van. Right, so this is where me and Jimmy and Corn, me blue staffy, were coming up, and the daft bugger went just past that building. He went onto the little bridge, he went through the ivy, which was really high, and he didn't realise the wall was there, and he started slipping down and he couldn't back up, he couldn't turn around, so he went straight down at the stream at the bottom there. And you can see how high the wall is, 6 to 8 foot drop. He could have broke his bloody leg, the daft sod. So I was in a blind panic trying to get him back up the wall because we couldn't reach him. So he went up and down the grass on the other side, and eventually he found a place to get across and come back down towards the little shit. Panic over. Right, so this is what I mean by these places here need traffic access to get to. It's a canny little private spot. Drive up here, turn around, come back down, drive forward and reverse up a little bit into that spot. Right, so here's the little bridge that goes across the stream here, past this electricity outhouse building. You can hear it running down below. So Corn being Corn, he obviously heard the water, so he thought, oh, I'll go down. And he started going down through, I can't remember exactly the point where he went down, but he had gone down and he was like yelping, you know. I thought, what the hell? And we were looking for a way to tell him to get up on the embankment on the other side to try and get him back. Well, this is running all the way down from past Stopes Mill and going all the way back down to the main road. These are all just old buildings that's been revamped, re-bricked, and look, got some lovely houses, modernised. Right, so I've just got to go up and up and up this track now until I get to the left turn where you cross over the weir waterfall. So again, start going up the Z and go up to Old Stopes Mill. I'm sure it's S-T-A-U-B-S. I could be wrong. But you just keep going up and up and up and keep the stream to your left. Road access to pot ball only. You know what the hell a pot ball is? Right, so you can just see where vehicles have gone over to the left for a passing place to let trucks now come down and get past. Right, so this is where you start getting like flat cobblestones as part of the road trackway to get up here. So you go up this first section and then it goes up off to the right and goes up to the equestrian centre, up the hill there, where I'm going to go left over the bridge, then keep heading up towards Stopes Mill. Right, so there's a shot of the stream coming down. So I'll be keeping this stream to my left at the moment till I get to the top. Then I'll be crossing over the top of it by the weir. There's quite a drop over the river weir. Right, so I'm enjoying being under the shade of the trees at the moment, where I'm not going to be too hot, especially walking uphill, because it's uphill all the way up to Stopes Mill now. Well, the mill ruins, that's what it is. Old Stopes Mill. Right, so here's your first bit of a waterfall weir over the cobblestones. Quite a big drop as well. So I'll just keep following it round and eventually cross over the bridge. Then I'm going to you do a sharp left hand turn, go to Z, up a Z, and then do a right and then go through the gap in the fence and just keep on going up through the trees, and eventually it brings you to Stopes Mill. These will be old drainage ducts for the water running down there when it's been lashing down the rain. Right, so as you can see, it's like full concrete for to take the weight of tyres and vans and trucks coming up here to go up there to the equestrian centre. So concreted in properly, proper track, sturdy. Right, so when I get to Stopes Mill, I'm going to take a 5-minute sit down, because obviously I've got further to go up hills, up back embankments. Now when it's been lashing down the rain, this bit of an old building here could have been another mill at one time, but there's water comes running down that corner from up there beyond the wall at the top. Same as Stopes Mill, there's water comes down from the hill up above to the right hand side behind it when it's been raining, that is heavy. Right, so here's another passing place for vehicles coming down the bank to pass by here. So I suppose when you get here, you just toot your horn and let people know that you're coming around the corner, because it's a blind corner here. Right, you can still hear the stream coming down the hill to my left. And as you can see, it's quite steep going up these banks. That's why it's best to have a 5-minute sit down when you get to Stopes Mill. Get your breath back, build up your legs again, ready for the next onslaught of uphill. Well, as you can see, there's loads of series of drop downs as well down to the left here. So because it's downhill all the way from right up there, obviously the speed is coming down, so it's constantly running, so you'll always see water run down here, which is a good thing. Right, just where that post is up ahead, that's where you turn left and go over the top of the weir.